Okay, Udita madam, over to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start, please.
A very good afternoon to one and all present over here. I would like to give warm welcome to our today's guest speaker, Mr. Rahul Singh Chauhan and Mr. Dipayan Mitra, Dean Engineering, Dr. Pradeep Lashkar, Head of the Department of CSA, Dr. Nilesh Jain, and all the HOIs and HODs of Mandsaur University, Mandsaur. As today, Department of Computer Science and Application, Mandsaur University is organizing an online workshop on mastering in video editing using Adobe Premiere Pro. For this workshop, our guest and keynote speaker is Mr. Rahul Chauhan and Mr. Dipayan Mitra is with us. Mr. Chauhan have completed his diploma in animation from Arena Institute of Technology, Lucknow in 2007. He have more than 15 years of experience in industries like graphic designing, video editing and production. He is a creative designer. Right now, he is a director of Think and Thrive Solution Private Limited Company, the head office of Think and Thrive situated in Himachal Pradesh. Another branch office of Think and Thrive Private Limited is situated in New Delhi, which is handled by co-director Mr. Dipayan Mehta. Mr. Dipayan Mehta is also the second speaker of today's workshop. He have completed his BFS, that is Bachelor in Fine Arts degree in animation from MET University Noida, and MFS, that is Master in Fine Arts from Raja Man Singh Tomar Music and Arts University Gwalior. Technical skills on which Mr. Medra working is storyboarding, video editing and motion graphics, desktop publishing, web designing, 2D and 3D animations, and e-learning. He also has more than 15 years of experience in production and post-production area. On behalf of Department of CSA, Mandsaur University, I would like to give warm welcome to both the keynote speaker, and I would request to you to start the session now. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rahul Chauhan, and I am the Director of Think and Thrive Solutions. And we have collaborated this particular national workshop with one of the finest and premier university at Mandsaur, the Mandsaur University. And we are going to start today the workshop on a small, we can say one and a half introductory part of Adobe Premiere Pro. In this Adobe Premiere Pro, we generally used to do the video editing part, means from the production, whatever we are going to shoot and whatever we have, the clips which we have shooted, we have to arrange it in a sequence, and all the transitions, all the effects and everything we are going to study here in this particular Adobe Premiere Pro. So here we have several functionalities in which you are going to do all the things. You are going to learn each and everything related to the video editing. So we have several different other softwares in the industry, such as some of the competitors, if we can say, of Adobe Premiere Pro, which are like Apple Final Cut Pro, we have DaVinci, we have Affinity Video Editor, and several more. So latest technology which is generally which is being used by many of the production houses are only the two technologies in which each and every editor used to do their work after the production. So all the post-production works comes here in this particular Adobe Premiere Pro, and we have another software known as Final Cut Pro. So generally in the Western countries, we generally have the Final Cut Pro Why? Because Apple is the primarily use uh, laptop in their particular region. But if I'm talking about in Bollywood, Tollywood, Pollywood, or on any other documentary filmmakings, and all the other people who used to work here in Pan Asia Pacific, we generally use Adobe Premiere Pro, and it is very much in demand and hot selling product in the department of post production. So let's start this particular Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm going to give the all the consent to my co-director, Mr. Dipayan Mehta. He is going to start here the Premiere Pro, and you can watch and you can learn and you can gain the knowledge from this particular webinar. I hope you will love it, and will going to give you many tips and tricks how to use and how to do your own videos, whatever you are going to make for your YouTube channel, for your Instagram channel. So you can easily make the videos from here and edit them, put the sound, correct the colors, and each and everything from Adobe Premiere Pro very easily. So over to Dipayan sir. Please take the uh, uh, process ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, thanks a lot. It was a very warm welcome. Uh, I'm also happy to connect with Mandsaur University. Fine. Now I would be showing the Premiere Pro CC 2019. I hope you enjoy the class. Fine. So over here, I have just taken the file new option. Fine. Once we open the project, so over here we get this option in the dialog box. Fine, and we can just name it. Fine. I'm just writing it as a demo. I've just selected the location, and always remember, whenever we are working with Premiere Pro or any type of production related activity in terms of video editing, we need to create a folder and keep whatever we are going to use in the production part. And it could be videos, it could be sound, it could be graphics. So we need to maintain one folder so that we can use it. Fine. And after that, yes, let's see this thing. And after this, we have the general and then scratch this and then integrate setting. Fine. So I would be telling this thing into the regarding a little bit about general setting. There are two options: Mercury playback engine, GPU acceleration, CUDA. Fine. Majorly, it is meaning like it is when it is working with your hard drive and the graphic cards. Fine. And if you don't have this thing, so you might be getting this one, the software rendering part. And whenever we are rendering any type of video, so at that moment, like it could be like Mercury Playback Engine software only, or maybe this one. And this one is little bit faster, and this one is little bit slower, as it does the rendering part from software part. Fine. Then we are seeing this thing time coder. Fine. If we like, there are many students who might be having or might be knowing this Premiere Pro, but not knowing what is time coder. Fine. So time coder, in a shorter way, I can say that it's the time which you show up from, like whenever you are seeing your watch, that is also showing you the time. And in this thing, we would be getting this time coder. Fine. And moreover, I would be just writing in the notepad. Fine. The format of the time coder would be 00, colon, then 00, then again colon, then 00, colon, and 00. Fine. The first one is for the hour, and the second one is with the minutes, and after that there is seconds, and this one is the frames. Fine. As we are as we would be working with when we would be working with the video part, fine, you might be able to see more clearly, and we would be going into more detail in this part. Fine. So there are few terms also, like FPS. Fine. This means like frame per second. Fine. And in a general way, we would be working with 24 to 25 FPS. Fine. But nowadays there are high-end cameras also, like 5D camera, Canon, and then Nikon is also there. Few like high-end cameras also capture 60 frames per second FPS. And moreover, in these now you would be having a question like, if we can get this much, then why we are using this thing? Fine. Generally we get the 24 to 25 is a preset, fine, and 60 fps is like the high end part. Fine. In this fps we get slow mo type of effect. Fine. So whenever we are going to give something, or maybe capture some animatic shots, so at that moment we can go a little bit more also. Fine. So in today's class we will be majorly focusing on 25 to 30 fps. Fine. After that we have the audio. In the next few sessions after the workshops, we might be considering this thing. So over here we have the DV and HDV. So in the DV part, majorly it's the digital digital video format. Fine. So if we talk, like, there are two or three formats, like one is DV, HD, and HDV. Fine. So over here I would be focusing with HDV. Fine. High definition video. Fine. So DV format size is 720 into 480. Fine. It was like pre part. Fine. Pre format, and HD is like 1280 into 1080, and HDV is 1920 by 180. Fine. These are the few theoretical part which we need to know. Fine. And there are like few terms more, like when we see 1080p or I. Fine. In the video term, when we go or when we import something, at that moment in the camera also we can see that like 1080i or 1080p. Fine. So 10i, mainly the I terms as interlaced, and P is for progressive. Now coming after, you might be getting a little bit bored of this theory, but these are important. Fine. Let's see this crash disk. Fine. We would be keeping this with the same. Fine. So in the senior setting also it is set as ink set. So this is also the same. I'm not disturbing it anymore, because over here it is saved as same as project. And after that I would be just creating this demo file. Fine. I'm just deleting my previous one. After something I would be showing it. Fine. Over here we have few panels with us, as some of you might be new to this software. So majorly we can see that if we start in a layman's way and you want to learn within this time span, so we have this workspace. Fine. Whatever things you need, you can go and click from here. Fine. One is learning, second is assembly, then editing, then we have colors, effects, audio, graphics, and library. Fine. So right now we would be working with editing mode. Fine. So I'm just selecting this editing mode, and this is the source panel. Fine. And this is the program panel. Fine. Moreover, we would be importing everything over here in the project, and after that, this is our timeline. Fine. If we want to change something over here, fine, we can just click on this button, and we would be able to change the timeline. Fine. to some sound effects. Fine. So I have just downloaded few videos from internet. I will also name the site. The site name is, it is a very good site. Fine. You can also just try to see Mixkit. Fine. So over here, you can get any type of footages which you require just for the practice purpose. Fine. Then you have the music, sound effect, and moreover, you can check out this templates also. So whenever it is a good platform for the learning part. Fine. And practice also. Fine. Now coming back to our screen. Fine. So over here, I'm in the project panel. I will just double click over here, and I will just come and then import few videos. Fine. So I have imported few videos related to mom. Fine. As tomorrow is the Mother's Day, as you all would be knowing. So I think let's start with this part on this concept. Fine. So I've imported few videos over here, and now yes, I was thinking to do a little bit more with friends also. So you might be seeing few clips of friends. So I'm just deleting those clips from here, and just selected it, and from here you can just delete it. And now we will just start doing the editing part. You can just select the videos by pressing control. Fine. If you want to select like this. So we have learned till here the basics of the how to open a file, and now we have just imported all the videos in the project demo. Moreover, we can also create little bit of stop motion. Fine. If you want, you can just click photographs from your phone, and yes, you can directly import it from here. And over here right now, I don't have images, so I will just show you few which I have downloaded, few images. So maybe from here I can also avail the image sequence. Fine. Whenever we are downloading or maybe clicking some images from our camera, you can just go here and click this image sequence, and you will get all the video. And after that, you can make a little bit slow in or slow out, whatever you want. Fine. So I can directly drag my video over here, and it will ask me that this clip does not match the sequence setting as we have taken HDV, and the file might be 720 or maybe a little bit less. So it is telling me to change it. So yes, you can change the sequence setting. Fine, automatically it would be getting changed, or else we can keep the existing setting. So if we keep the existing setting, so it would be like this. Fine. And if we want to if the video is longer, like this is an 18-minute video, from here you can see this part. And if we just try to see over here, so we can just get the sizes whatever it is in the video. So the size is 1920 into 1080. Fine. And the same thing
Hello,
is available here also.
Dipan sir.
Right. Right.
Uh,
Yeah, sir.
sorry, excuse me. The thing is that some audience are telling that screen is not clear due to that color. So, is it possible we can change the background color of black to white? Is it possible only then?
Come again, sir.
The
Is it
the background
screen
color, yeah,
the
the
brightness
background
less?
color which is black. So
Okay.
can we change it to white so more users can
Okay.
see it
Okay.
properly, if possible
So,
only, otherwise not an issue.
uh, okay. Okay. So,
If possible, otherwise not an
in the
issue.
panel, we have this preference part.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. No problem, sir. So, in the panel, we have this preference over here. Fine. In the edit and then preference. And from here, you can explore If you want to change the color and like whatever you want to change, you can change it from here. But it is not that much easily able. Fine. So coming to the source part, fine. Again, coming back to the source, I will just double click over here, and from here it is showing that 18 seconds video is this. Fine. I can play over here, and then it could be just running by here. Fine. So the last part, this 23. Fine. 23 is the second, and this is the 23 is the frame. Sorry, 16 is the frame. 16 is the seconds, and 00 is the minute. Fine. And the last 00 is the hour. Fine. So we can just directly take the in and outs. Fine. Like I'm taking this in and out. Fine. And maybe ending it over here. And after this, if you want to import it, so you can scroll it or press the end key button in your from your laptop. Fine. So that it takes the end key frame, this shortcut. Fine. And then click the insert option. So when we press the insert option, you can see that it has been inserted. Fine. And after that, we have this override. If we want to edit it even, fine. If you want to edit something from here and then overwrite it, you can always go and then just select and then just click the overwrite part. Fine. There are few options where we are doing it. Fine. So over here, whatever is left, it has been showing like this. I can always delete it, or if you want, you can just change whatever like effects you want to give. So, so like I'm just showing as a story. Fine. So now, when we talk about the selection part, so we have this V2 means like selection, and after this we have the track select tool. Fine. Like over here there are two tools. If there are like multiple, like maybe 30 or 40 or 50, you can just directly click this option and then click and then drag. Fine. So that you can move all your uh, like cut video or inserted video. Fine. So from here I will just double click, and then from here you can just again start taking videos. So I'm just inserting few more part. Fine. In this panel, you can see that we have the add markers. Over here we can just mark the thing, and after this there is marking, and we can just proceed with further. And then like till here I'm just taking the video. This is a nice video. So I'm just taking till here. So I can click this option, or else you can also use the shortcut as O, and the in point mark in the shortcut is I. Fine. So after this I would be just inserting it. So right now I have inserted this video. Fine. As the video is smaller, like if we scroll it over here, we can see the video size is 1280 into 720. Fine. And this video is also like 1920. This is the same what we are working with. So let's take this video also, that we will be working on the size. Fine. In Photoshop, if we have something like less resolution image, or if the pixels are not good, so we can change over here and fine. Sorry to say, but yes, if the quality is less, we cannot change. Fine. So over here, I will just put this also. Take a shot from here, and this is a 1 minute video. So I'm just taking a small shot, and from here I will just scroll over, just change it into avatar. selection tool and then press and then click triple delete. From here, I will just move a little bit. You can just directly drag and then move. Fine. Again, wherever our cursor is, the blue cursor is there. Fine. Drag and you can just put it over here. Fine. Now, whenever we are wanting to delete the extra spaces, you can just right click and then click triple delete. Or else, if you want to extend the video, fine. So you can extend the video by coming over here in the corner and then dragging it. Fine. Moreover, if we see like if we want to zoom the timeline, so you can always go and click the endpoints and then move it like this. Fine. The same thing could be moved till here. Fine. So there are few changes which has been made by Adobe, the CS6 and CC versions. So in CS6 there is the time end option. Fine. Over here, whosoever is using the CS versions, over here you can just see that there is an end option. Fine. So wherever the end option is there, that means the video will be rendered till there only. Fine. But in CC, the latest version, which is Creative Cloud, uh, over here majorly yes, wherever the yellow line ends, till there your rendering would be done. Fine. So now coming to this part, triple delete. So now we have like 3-4 shots. Fine. Now the part is there. Now you would be saying that this shot is not that much good. Fine. If the quality is bad, then we need to download it again in the bigger quality. But as this is availing, I'm just showing it as a demo, so we can always enlarge it. Fine. So I have just clicked over there and then enlarged it. Fine. And now we can just check out the preview. Fine. Okay. It seems good for me. Now from here in the video effect, we can always use little bit dissolve or like this. Fine. So coming over here and then inserting the effects. Okay. So if we want to start with blur, fine, we can always put a little bit Gaussian blur, fine, when our video is starting. So I'm just putting it over here, fine. And from here, as it is not appearing, fine, we will just go to this effect controls. And from here, when I click this option, automatically we get all the effects in this side, fine. So yes, if we can just directly click this blur option and click this blur option, and then if you want you can increase it. Like from here I want to start, and maybe after a few frames it should like showing it in the 0 point. Fine. So the visibility comes. So initially we have just given one effect, right? And now we would be giving the other effect, like the few effects are very much used. So those effects I'm just showing you, like crossfade. Fine. So whenever this crossfade is used in many movies also, and then in dissolve part the cross dissolve is also used. Fine. So let's use the cross fade or maybe cross fade. So let's check out with this part. So uh, as my effect has been selected, so now I will have to just deselect it first and then apply this effect. Okay, there might be some effects applied to it, so I will have to just see it like how to put this thing. Right. So let's put the cross dissolve. Fine. And over here we can just see the transactional effect. Fine. So you can see this. We can go and over here. And if you want to change the effect or apply some effects or like control the effect, so we can just go and then click the effect, and from here we can edit if we want. Right. Like if the timing is not proper, you can change it accordingly. Fine. Now let's change it a little bit more. Fine. Maybe you want to put something like blackish effect on your, like a retro type of effect in your footage. Fine. So over here we can just directly come over here and see a little bit options more. Fine. So over here we can see that we have sequence, shared project. These are the few things. So if you want, we can just click this black video. Fine. So over here it's showing a black video. Fine. So you can directly put it over here, and we can again come and apply the opacity a little bit less. Right. This is fine. So over here we can animate with the blackish effect, or else like we can also come and apply one sequence. Fine. Or maybe adjustment layer. Right. Okay. So let's apply the adjustment layer. Over here I've just applied the adjustment. Now we will just put the effect. Fine. So I'm not searching for black, I'm searching for white, because there are a number of options available with the black and white. Fine. So I'm just taking this black and white and applying it to our effects. Fine. And after this we can increase it also, so that like our whole video is just like a retro type of effect. And if you want, you can always like after the, like in a story what happens, like when you are a child, after child you bring it to the opacity less. Fine. So right now the opacity stopwatch has been selected, and after that if you want you can just make it off. Fine. So what happens, like you are starting with a 100 point. So right now I have just selected the point over here, and then after that slowly it comes into this part. Or maybe if you want, right now I've just clicked the space bar, and it has moved like this. Fine. Moreover, if you want to make it like starting from here and moving till here, so it can be used accordingly. Fine. I want to show a little bit which is till this video, till this frame. So I'm just moving it right here. And so the story comes up like when she was a child, she's remembering her old gold days. Fine. Now after this, now coming again with the cross dissolve. Fine. So over here I will just apply this cross dissolve. Fine. And at the end I would be applying maybe the dark part. Like let's not write over here. I will just go and search a little bit manually. So from here we can also choose the color correction. Fine. If you want to correct the color, like till here it was resembling this thing, but after this video is not resembling. Fine. So now I will just go to the color correction, and we can just click this brightness and contrast. Fine. You can directly drag it over here, and then again apply the brightness and contrast. And from here you can increase it or decrease it, fine, whereas it's a little bit brightish video, so I've just given a little brightest look. And if you want to contrast it, if you more contrast it would be more saturated towards the saturation, and if you decrease it it would be little into the lightness part, fine. So I've just given it -5 so that it looks a little bit good, fine. Sorry. So, and when the video ends, at that moment I want to put like dip to black, fine. So when the video ends, this should be like this, fine, slowly going to an end part. And only the two videos which are left from this one to this one, uh, maybe I want to put this into white, fine. So coming over here and then scrolling into like this, it should be showing up a story, fine. In this video, like whenever we are creating with any software, any type of video, always uh, in the industry we try to think as a story, and in every video we should like provide some story out of anything, fine. So after this, when we are done with this part, only the text part is left, fine. So let's import the text and then we can work or talk related more things. I will just press the end key, fine, and then we can just come up with the text part. So in the text part, if you write the text, fine. Over here, you can see that few effects would be there, fine. But prior to that, I will just go to this essential graphics, fine, and write very simple type of thing. Like I like this one. So over here, we can see that it is created for us. And we can also create text and we can also do many things more. But for now, we are using this preset. And moreover, we have the all the effects control over here. So we can change whatever we need. Fine. And then we'll just double click over here and we can write something like the others like. And I will place it maybe in the center. Okay. So from here also we can align it and we can move it from here. And after that, if you want, you can create more text also. And maybe you didn't like sometime, so we can also change it. Fine. It is always better to browse whatever need you require. Maybe this title effect you are liking, you can always use it. There are few like these are the presets which we can use. And after this, if we talk about the when we use with Premiere Pro and to give some more effects, so we try to use After Effect, fine. And in After Effect, all the types of graphics are been made and then bring it out. So in we try to use complement softwares like Photoshop, also and Illustrator. For like 2D animations also you can use, like if you want to use something like animation, maybe 2D, so you can create the PNG, fine, and then import it, mainly capturing the transparency, and then importing it and giving some motions, fine. Majorly I think like whosoever is having a little bit experience, he might be understanding what I want to tell in a shorter duration. So I have just presented little bit the overview. Fine. If somebody has some questions related to anything, so they can start up the process. And but prior to that, I will just also tell you like how to export. Fine. Over here, I have not imported any sound, so I will just import it and then export it, and then uh, if someone has any type of questions, then they can ask. So over here, I've just taken one sound uh, from the same website. So now we can just directly import it over here, and then we can just come over here and then end it. Fine. So I'm just pressing the C key to cut. Fine. So there are few options which we can uh, talk about. Fine. So now you can just apply an effect also, or maybe apply some manual effects. So we can also work speed grade. Fine. Actually, when we talk about sound or effects, we try to work with speed grade, where what happens, like we try to do the mashups. Like some blast is being going, or maybe somebody is talking, or in the background song there is a light sound or light music type of effect is there. So we also use the speed grade. Fine. And there are few more softwares in terms of video editing, that is Prelude, Adobe Prelude. Fine. So in Adobe Prelude also we try to use that software to edit. And but yes, if we talk about the industry standards, we generally and recommend to use Premiere Pro and After Effects. Fine. So these two softwares are the best softwares till to date. And if you know these two softwares, you can also directly increase your engagement and knowledge by yourself also, by practicing the software. But yes, we are always there to help you. Fine. So yes, we can just come over here, and then the same thing, we can create the base and then click as the levels is also click. Fine. And after the sound is been end, we can decrease the sound. Fine. So that there is no option coming. So you can feel that. Fine. So this is what we have done a little bit. Now we can also export it. Fine, as this has been done. So how will we exporting for our majorly, like if you want to export it for your YouTube or Facebook in high definition? So let's check out the media part. Fine. In this media, you would be able to just see this part, scale to fit. Fine. So I have just selected, and from here you would be able to see how much seconds or minute it has been applied. Fine. So just wait a little bit. I will just first render it. For rendering, we will just press enter. So that the red part, only the red part is rendered. Fine. Once it gets rendered, fine, you can observe it. It will automatically play, and moreover in this option, like if you want to observe it in your wide screen, like after editing, you can always press the toggle key, and then you can and then make it big and then play it. Fine. And then switch off the toggle key. And now coming to the rendered part. Fine. Fine. Let's come and then export into media. Fine. Now we can also play it from here, like whatever the render part would be coming on the final output from. We can just check it out from here. And when we talk about format, there are n number of formats. Fine. So yes, every format has its own importance, but we prefer generally H.264. Fine. Why we prefer H.264? It is the latest format for the high resolution, and moreover, it is very lightweight. Fine. So whenever we are uploading the footage for YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, so we try to take this thing. It renders into MPG format and MP4. Fine. From here you can always select where to save it. Fine. I will just click the demo where we have created the folder. I will save it and change the name if you want, and then save it. So, from my side, happy Mother's Day to all. Fine. And after this, you will be also checking the rendered video. So, just I've just clicked the export part and waiting for the render. So, if you have a good graphic card and a good processor, so it would be done in a very short time. But it also depends at how much time you have taken for the video. Fine. Like mine was 28 seconds, approximately 28 seconds or 29 seconds. So yes, the more the length would be big, the more time it can take. Fine. Uh, like in Twitter, there are few norms. Fine, in social media, in many platforms, we can use or we can do it till 45 seconds, not more than that. And few restrictions are there. So you can just hop on over there and try to find it. And I will just go to the demo file, and this is my rendered file. I will just try to play it. Right. So this was the basic part, and about the about the website, I would be telling that Mixkit is one of the best website till today for this seeing all the videos which you want to like work on for the practice part. So you can just have a look in this website. You can man there are a number of royalty free musics and sounds, and you can also use or check out these Premiere Pro, After Effects, Final Cut Pro, DaVinci. So these are the 3 or 4 softwares where we try to stick into the market. And there are a number of more platforms where we can directly go and download the videos for our majorly use or practice. But there are few restrictions. We cannot use it for ad TV ads. Fine. But yes, we can always use for like YouTube's and something like that. So I would be just telling you like there are few websites like Pixels. Fine. I'm just writing free videos. So So over here, that is the first website which I like is Pixels. Right. From here also you can download videos, and moreover you can be also a contributor to this website. Fine. So if now the question would be there, like why you want to be a contributor, right? So in this latest trend, we are engaging with followers and like increasing the social social interaction in the online part. Fine. So yes, whenever we try to download or we try to take the video, so they require like they try to ask you for a follower. Fine. Like I'm just downloading this video. Fine. So right now it is not asked. Maybe after 2 or 3 times it will ask you like to contribute or maybe follow or give it hands. Fine. That is a good gesture. I think we should all do. In many website you would be able to see, like video net is also there. Fine. You can just go and search for videos from the free websites. Uh, for the photographs, there's Unsplash. Fine. Might be there might be few students who might be knowing it. Fine, Unsplash is there, so we can create a picture presentation or a stop motion animation like within an hour or two. But yes, it depends on the quality also, and yes, it's better to start. It will take time to learn many things, but yes, it's better to start and do something rather not doing anything, right? So I will just try to experiment on your own. Fine, and if you have any questions, you can ask. Hello, Nilesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
I'm hearing you.
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any question, then please ask or write it in comment box.
Right.
Dipayan sir, yeah, one
Yeah.
question is there. How to add a animation effect in video?
Yeah, I
Asked
can
by
read the
Kranti A, key
right
to
how to
success.
add a animation
Yeah, yeah.
effect. Right. So, like how to add a animation effect in video. Okay. So majorly we can use the After Effect to create a animation like text animation or maybe any type of animation. Uh, so yes, we can just do it by After Effects. And the second option is that we can, if you are thinking about some cartoon or maybe like that, so we can also create some illustrations in Adobe Illustrator, and convert it into PNG. Why PNG? PNG captures the transparency, and over here we can just in the Premiere Pro we can use the like position, like give animation in the position effect, and automatically what happens, like it would be showing you as an animator. Neeraj has a second question. Sir, we convert 1080p video to 4K using Adobe Premiere Pro. Sorry, 4K actually, like if we try to understand what is 4K, fine. Uh, Majorly the frame size. If you talk about the frame size, it is little bit more than 1080p. Fine. I'm just showing you few things in YouTube. Then you might be also interesting to see. Fine. I'm just going to the YouTube option. Fine. Maybe I'm playing one of the videos which I see, any type of video. Fine. Maybe this one. Fine. Now over here in the setting part, you are always able to see 1080p, 720p, 480, 360, 240p. Fine. When we talk about these things, uh, like these are the width. Fine. Not the sorry. These are the heights, not the width. Fine. So when we talk about the conversion of like the full HD to 4K, that is like it will remove the quality. Fine. When we stretch it, if we try to take the quality, if we try to get the optimum size when we are shooting, that would be great. Fine. Adobe Premiere Pro software is free software. No, Adobe Premiere Pro, like if you try to take the updated version, it is paid, and there are a number of free softwares also which is available. Different between Adobe and other platform. Very good question. See, see, when we talk about, I will just change the topic a little bit so that you create your interest. See, whenever when we are talking about Adobe and other platforms, first I will be talking about creativity. Fine. One, there is an artist, and one there is an like a software tool expert. Fine. So when we talk about a artist, he is like he can design anything in anywhere. Same way, Adobe. If you are a good story writer, if you are a good director, or maybe good script writer, so at that moment you can use any tool. Fine, it would be not creating any problem. But yes, when we talk about perfection or maybe quality, it can be taken out from Adobe and FCP. There are few software which I termed like Adobe Premiere Pro interface, and few effects are been different, and few commands are different. How to move typo like motion posters in Premiere Pro. See, this can be done from After Effects, and moreover, as I told you, this website. I will just come again in this website, and over here there are templates. So over here, maybe if you want to see some templates, I'm just going and scrolling over to here, so you can just download it and then implement in your projects. Fine. So there are n number of resources in this website, and yes, if you want to just go and try to take few things and learn how they have done it, so it would be great. And from here, this website is jack of all. Fine. So in a very short time, yes, if you want to learn, then we are over there. But yes, when you want to learn it within an hour, so we would be telling you few things like you can also try to take this from this video. How maximize remove the background sound? It is also a very interesting question. We have the speed grade software with us, so we try to take the speed grade and remove the sound. So maybe in the further workshops we might also do this part. Fine. So we are hoping to do this thing also to how to remove the version. I have sent feedback link. Please go through that. Thanks a lot. Nilesh sir,
So many of them they have sorry, Nilesh ji, can I just give them the last
okay.
things? So many
Yes,
of
yes,
them
please.
they have asked the question that the Adobe Premiere Pro is in black in color, so we can't even see. So we have an option here to make the color from black to the grayish part. But nowadays, because for the video editing part, we generally, when we are into the post production time, at that time we don't have an uh, we don't know how much time it is going to take to complete the video editing. So that's the main reason many of the people, they have the problem related to the number of hours when they are uh, sitting and doing their work for their eyes convenience. So they have done the whole of the interface color to be as blackish color, so that it is not going to strain the eyes. So that's the main thing. And many of them, they have asked about the price of Adobe Premiere Pro. So I'm going to tell you the price. It's very minimum, and it is like for the 1 month to 6 months, they have their own small plans, and for the students it's like 700 per month, and for the commercial purpose they have 3,500 per month. So for those who want to apply in their office or anywhere in the commercial use, they can use the commercial licenses, and for the students it is absolutely free, or we can say a very minimum cost you can get it, the same thing. And see, many of them, they have asked about the animations. So here the Premiere Pro is generally used for editing part, and editing of sound as well as video, and we can put the transitions and effects. But the most important effects and the transitions, we need to switch our video, we have to edit our video, and we have to take that video into the another platform of Adobe, known as Adobe After Effects. In that, we are going to do the post production part. We are going to composite. We are going to do the compositions there, and we are going to put the visual effects, and then we are finalize the rendering part, and then we can finalize our video after editing and everything. Many of them, they have the question related to the sound. So for sound, we have another software known as Adobe Audition. So Audition is just like Sony Soundforge, means in which you can do all the audio editing. Means if you want to remove any kind of background music, if you want to remove any kind of noise, if you want to remove any kind of sound from the background, so we can easily take our sound clip to the another software platform known as Adobe Audition, in which we can just edit all the things, and we can bring it back into the Adobe Premiere Pro, and then we can place that particular clip here in Adobe Premiere Pro, and we can start rendering it and export that particular clip with the high quality of audio as well as video. And how to change the text color. So there is an option here in the Premiere Pro. We have we have several workspaces, which Dipayan sir has told you. We have the text workspace also. So in text workspace, we have all the information related to text, and if we want to remove the text color from black or white to any another color, for red or suppose yellow or something orange, so we can easily do that. So any kind of another questions, please let us know. Yes, some people have told us that Adobe Premiere Rush, this is the another software which actually used to edit the live videos. Means the if you have seen many of the news channels like Aaj Tak, like India TV, or like NDTV, or any of the CNN or BBC, all these channels, they have their red camera. So red camera is the camera which is used for something to be shooted live. So for that live feeding, we can easily use to attach this Adobe Premiere Rush software, and we can edit it on the same time, same spot, and we can live it stream. So Adobe Premiere Pro, if you need to download the Adobe Premiere Pro, you can easily get on the Adobe Premiere Pro website, Adobe website, Adobe India website. You can easily go there, and you have an option of Adobe Premiere Pro, and you just go and download it from there. So it is easily to download from there. And if you want to use after 7 days also, first you just install it and use it for 7 days for your free trial. And after completing the free trial, you can just give a very nominal fee into your account, and you can get all the features for almost for 1 year plan. If you want to take, if you want to take quarter plan, if you want to take half yearly plan, or if you want to take monthly plan, you can easily take it from there. Any other question?
No, sir. Enough question is there.
Uh, I'm able to see one more question, sir. Please tell me how to download
Sir,
Adobe Premiere Pro.
Dipayan sir,
So
please
Rahul
show
sir
them.
has already said.
Show them.
Right, 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 right. I'm just showing you the two ways. Fine. So I'm just going to the Google website. Fine. Are you able to see my screen? Fine. Okay. So now the first thing is that we will just write down Adobe CC. Fine. From here, you can just go to this website, and after that, for you can explore all the things for business, compare plans. Fine. So from here, we can just compare the plans. If you are like studying or maybe going to a commercial use, then at that time you can just try to see all the you can just directly free download it for free trial. But as right now I'm into the my ID, so I will just click this update now. Fine. And from here I would be able to see everything. So as I am a teacher and like we also keep on studying, fine, from different ways and means. So it will cost me approximately 1596.54 per month. Fine. If you are talking about like a original product. Fine. And yes, if you go for the school and university or maybe for the business purpose, we will have to check out with the products. Fine. In the single product, you have 2300, and individual you can just check it out. Fine. And
Like here
moreover,
you can
like
see,
if
for
we
the individuals, if you want to take the Premiere Pro, it's 1675 rupees only for 1 month, and you can do each and everything. Professional video and film
right,
editing, you can easily do it from here. So this is a very low cost. Previously it is like
right.
25,000,
So
30,000, but
over
now
here
they
there
have
are
done
all apps.
exactly.
Right. So there are more than 20 to 30 products in this collection, and you can just explore. Like there are n number of products, and if you want to just work with only one, and moreover, you can just check out these things. Fine. For the social media, there are few apps. Fine. 3D and AR, there are few apps. Fine. Acrobat. So they have this all type of things available. Like for the video part, they have Premiere Pro, After Effect, Audition, Animate. So Animate, actually the previous version name was Flash. Fine, where we used to do the 2D. Now it has been changed to Animate. Fine, as uh, Flash has been like replaced. Fine. So this is the like if you are trying to go and study in a updated versions. Yes, if you want to learn it in a previous version, then there are few websites also, like you can use the Just wait. So it is not like I will not recommend this thing from my side, but yes, if you want for a testing purpose, you can just visit to this website, get into PC, and from there you can find like whatever the softwares you want, and it might work or it might not work. Fine, it is that you will have to test it. In IT, we constantly keep on checking, like it could be working, it couldn't be working. Fine, so it's up to you. But yes, this is the ethical way which we can share you.
And one more
Fine.
one more
Any
question
more?
which many of the students have asked, that which is the best video editing software so far. So if I'm talking about for the pan Asia, we generally have a very good software which is known as Adobe Premiere Pro. Here you have studied each and every basic topics of all the Adobe Premiere Pro, where we can edit it, we can put the transition, we can put the effects, we can put the titles, we can put the sound, each and everything you can do it from here. And one more software which is no which is a competitor of Adobe, that is Apple Final Cut Pro. So now the many of the people, they don't have a reach to an Apple laptop or desktop. So that's the main reason we generally in pan Asia we generally use Windows laptops as well as desktops. So we are able to get Adobe Premiere Pro in very less amount for our use, for the commercial purpose or for our individual purpose, for our student purpose. But for the Final Cut Pro, the fees, the subscription is very high, means somewhat around 25,000 to 30,000 per month. We have to pay for that particular software. So this is the main basic difference between both of them, but this outcome is the same. Just the keys and how to handle that particular Apple and the Windows, that is the difference in both the softwares. Yes, it is the Premiere Pro. It runs on all the Windows version. So please don't worry about that. If you have Windows 10, it would be great. If you don't have Windows 10, it is also going to work in the earlier versions also. See, feature film editing software, we generally we can't say the feature film editing software. We can say the film editing software. So film editing software is the same. If we am talking about for the editing purpose, we generally use the Adobe Premiere Pro, and for the visual effects and other effects, if we need to add, we generally use Adobe After Effects. So in After Effects, you can put all the post-production effects and visual effects you can put there, and you can bring that particular video into the Premiere Pro, and then you can you can just edit them together, and you can render your final video from Adobe Premiere Pro. See, I told you that Adobe Premiere Pro or Adobe After Effects, it's like 1,675 rupees for an individual per month. The cost of the film editing software is 1,675 rupees only. If I'm talking about from in Indian rupees. So these are the questions. I hope you like the session, and we are going to in future we are going to see you again in different other. We are going to plan different other technologies, webinars, and the workshops related to the editing part, for the video editing or sound editing or something like on the After Effects or visual editing or graphic designing or web designing. So we are going to definitely we are going to give some other different technology webinars soon. So over to you, Nilesh ji.
Madam Mudita, madam, over to you.
Yes, sir. Sir, really very informative session you have, And I would like to request to Dr. Nilesh Jain, HOD of Computer Science and Application Department, Mandsaur University, to give the vote of thanks.
Uh, Thank you, Mudita. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Nilesh Jain, and I'm here to present the vote of thanks for today's webinar. I would like to thank our webinar speaker, Mr. Rahul and Deepayan sir, for enlightening us with their knowledge. Today's webinar was full of knowledge, and we have learned a lot of interesting things. It gave deep insights into the topic and also revealed some interesting facts. I'm pretty sure the precious knowledge that Mr. Dipayan sir and Rahul sir gave us will definitely help us in our studies and in future. So once again, I would like to thank Mr. Dipayan sir and Rahul sir for taking out their precious time in their busy schedule and enlightening us with the knowledge. Thank you so much. I want to thank the MCA faculties, especially Praveen sir, Mudita ma'am, Ram sir, and other faculties who really work hard to make this event successful. Also, thank you all the students and guests to present here for paying your attention and learning. I would end my speech here. Thank you very much. Over to Mudita.
Thank you very much, sir. And hope for the best for next session also. Thank you all.
Okay, madam. I will end this session.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.